The space is impressive where it's held. It is a lot of interesting people from all over the world. I go to a lot of conferences, and they're all in the United States, and I see people from all over the United States, but it's nice to be in a place that's full of people from all over the world. Well, for me, in the United States, I don't get a lot of access to everybody at Verklizan, so having all this access is wonderful. Well, we expect a lot. In Europe, it's not the United States of Europe, and so every market, every country is its own experience. And we believe that once we get it right in the U.S., it essentially gives us access to all of the United States. It makes it easier to access Canada. So it is a little trickier to make sure we end up in the right place when we start. But at the end of the day, we have a little over 44 million Americans that are over the age of 65. And so it's a significant market, but it's also a very fragmented market. We have a lot of things that are changing very quickly, including our elections, and the way in which our government reimburses healthcare providers. And so how do we access that? It has as much to do with patients as it does with payers. So how do we affect change and make sure that we're finding the individuals for whom we solve a problem? Not on the patient side necessarily, but on the payment side. Gosh, I think of it in weeks and not in years, so I never really think about where it will be in 3 years. More preoccupied with where it'll be at the end of this year. But I think in 3 years, my hope is that we have changed what we call the personal emergency response industry. It's an industry that has failed to commercialize more advanced technology. And so I think the Verklizan platform allows the commercialization of more advanced technology. And so how we get it to integrate into our existing systems is a bit of a trick. So I think I see it as changing the landscape.